If I thought that Electra was worth leveling, it is going to be because of this kind of situation right here. Does the Amira, Aiden, Dorian, Polaris team also beat this line if I sub in Electra?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Now, me personally, the team that I use against this line is something completely different. It's more akin to the more traditional for 2025 way to counter. And that is I'm using Amira, Dorian, Polaris, Aiden, and Iris to beat this team. Okay. There's a lot of different ways to beat this Ishmael team, but this is one of the ways that I would consider. But instead of using Iris, the reason why you bring Iris to a team like this is because you need something to finish off that Ishmael. You know, Amira is going to be really good at blowing up the enemy team there. We're going to do Team Pet Axel. Chorus. Yeah, let's switch this to Merlin. I don't think that actually matters that much. Now, let's put this back on Chorus. And then, nope. Yeah. So my thinking is using Electra here instead of Iris could serve a couple of purposes. Instead of leveling up another damage-dealing mage, you can level up a strength-based hero instead. Okay, and you might be like, oh, you need Sebastian or Chorus to combat, you know, Lara Croft's stuns. Well, you don't really. And then you use Electra's damage output to help finish off that Ishmael at the end. So I like this variant to counter this Ishmael team a lot. Well, it's not a 100% win rate though. Not even close to 100. Okay. So then the other team, let's see, the other team that everybody is curious about is this one right here. Let's see. So I think we go Oliver, Biscuit, Fenris, Albus, Vex, I think. And then the team pet can go a lot of different ways. Axel could be good. I think Vex could be good. But let's just leave it at that. So I was curious, actually, if this team could be good against that team. This Electra completely nullifies all of the stacking magic or armor penetration that Tristan can do. And so this is another thing that I was looking at. If I thought that Electra was worth leveling, it is going to be because of this kind of situation right here. Does the Amira, Aiden, Dorian, Polaris team also beat this line if I sub in Electra instead of the fifth hero that I usually use, which is either Iris or Heidi? It seems like it's winning this time. We haven't won yet, of course. We have a lot of protection for Electra here. A lot of protection. Polaris's Frost Shield kind of counters Electra's reflectability a little bit. But, I mean, here we are. Here we go. Again, because all these people like to put Vex on Lara Croft, the stun doesn't really matter as much, right? So now you have not a perfect win rate, but a pretty decent win rate, a pretty high win rate against this Tristan, Lyria, Galahad team. Not a 100% win rate. So that could be an efficient team for somebody to build, because this team very often beats both of the popular Lyria teams. So then the problem then is defense, right? The problem is defense. And if this beats these two, it might lose to this team on defense, because this team being attacking first. Can I show info for one of this? Sure. Electra's damage output is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Surprising, actually. So if I were to say one way or the other, should you level up Electra? To me, this is a very efficient team to build. Amira, Aiden, Polaris, Dorian, Electra. Now, the problem is there's no agility heroes here. But the good news with that, what I really love about that, is you could put all of your agility-based resources into Sebastian and then Isaac. All right? Sebastian and then Isaac. Or Lara Croft, if you've got her. Or Nebula, important support hero. But this team having a pretty high win rate, again, not 100%. This team having a pretty high win rate, I like it. Do I think that you need to level up Electra for this? I mean, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Before Electra was added, this core set of heroes had a hard time with this line. Like if you used Heidi here, for example, it has a much lower win rate. Much lower. Yeah. So there you go. Much lower win rate. You wouldn't traditionally use a Mira tank versus this line anyway, because, part of what makes Tristan so good is he's just lowering the armor of your first line hero. You also might consider using Iris in this team, or maybe, swapping out Polaris for different things. This would be Biscuit, for example. I was picked in the previous live, but I couldn't rep because I was out for the time I was picked. No, unfortunately you do not. You have to be here. You have to be here to get to be part of the team. So you get close to winning, but you don't actually win. So what I really like about Electra is she enables my core team. She enables my core team here to beat both of the popular Lyria teams. Both of them, right? Aiden Amira, Dorian Polaris, just add Electra, and you're beating both of the popular Lyria teams. We're not trying to say that my Electra team here is unbeatable. That's not at all what we're trying to say. Okay, let's be very clear. Every team can be beaten. I'm talking about efficient leveling. If I have this Amira team on, let's see, Chorus, Merlin, Mara. If I have this Amira team on defense, okay, you just kind of use the really, really fast attacking DPS teams. Not Lyria, by the way. Not Lyria. So the Dante, Orion, like this team should just blow this team up, right? Putting a Qingmao team in the front. I started to say, hold on a sec. So this team is definitely beatable on defense, right? Qingmao also would dominate this team pretty hard. But if you're on a server and all people have leveled up are just Lyria teams, then this is a strong team. This is why I'm leveling up Electra, and this is why one of the reasons why I would recommend to level up Electra, if there was one, is this team can easily beat both of the popular Lyria teams. Is it a new meta team? First of all, let's not call anything meta. Let's call not anything